If you've ever met one, you already know, they are not ordinary human beings. They are bold, they are dramatic. They are fearless. And sometimes they are an entire genre. All on their own. This story is about my mother. Her name was Mama Joy, that's what people fondly called her. And honestly, she was a full drama queen in the best possible way. Now, I could tell you many stories about her. But today I'll share just one. Because this one still makes me laugh until my stomach hurts. So, one day, my mother entered a public bus. Just a regular day, she sat down quietly, minding her business, holding her bag like every responsible woman does. The bus started moving and everything was normal. At first, but then something happened. The driver drove past her bus stop. Now, she noticed it immediately. So she politely called out to the driver, "Excuse me, this is my stop." But the driver kept going. He didn't slow down. He didn't stop. He just ignored her. So my mother spoke up again. A little firmer this time. "Driver, you passed my stop." At this point, any normal person would expect the driver to apologize, or maybe stop at the next available place. But no, this is where the story takes a turn. Because the conductor, the man collecting money on the bus, suddenly chose violence. For no reason at all. Instead of helping, he started shouting at my mother, loudly. And he began insulting her stricken Lagos, Iyo Aje, and he was making dramatic sounds too, like he was performing. The whole bus went silent. Imagine it, a bus full of people, men, women, young people, old people, everyone just froze. Because somebody was publicly insulting an African mother. And let me tell you something, that is a dangerous sport. Now here is the part that makes my mother legendary. She did not shout back, she did not argue, she didn't even look offended. Instead, she became calm, very calm. Too calm, and that's how you know something is about to happen. My mother slowly reached into her bag. The entire bus was watching. People were probably thinking, what is she about to bring out? A weapon, a Bible, pepper spray. She brought out a small container, a tiny one, and inside it was Saturday night powder. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a body powder people use, completely harmless. But in that moment, it looked like something much more serious. My mother opened it, and she blew it lightly into the air. PFF, and she snapped her fingers. PPA, and then, she muttered some very strange words. Words that were absolutely unnecessary, fake incantations. Complete drama. And then, without saying anything else, she calmly stepped down from the bus. Now, you would think the conductor would laugh. Or the passengers would continue their journey, but African public transport does not work like that. My mother turned around, and she looked back, and she was smiling, almost laughing. And what she saw next was unbelievable. Every single person in that bus had alighted, men, women, everybody. They all came down, slowly, quietly, walking toward her. And they weren't angry, they weren't shouting, they were begging, some were genuflecting, some were prostrating, people were saying, "Ma, please forgive him, Emu. Ma, please don't be offended." And suddenly, the same passengers who were quiet before started scolding the driver and conductor. "How can you talk to her like that? Apologize now. Are you mad?" The conductor, who was shouting earlier, completely silent, now shaking. And my mother, she stood there like a queen, in control. Then she said, very gently, "You people will take me to your office." And instantly, everyone agreed, immediately, no argument. The driver reversed the bus. Yes, reversed it. And drove her straight to the bus company office. Like she was some important government official. When they arrived, my mother stepped down again. And she said, "Bring the conductor." The crowd shouted together. Dobail, which means prostrate, and the conductor. This same man that was shouting, which earlier prostrated flat on the ground. Face down, my mother reached into her bag again. The powder returned. At this point, the whole thing had become a movie. She looked up dramatically at the sky, blew the powder again, muttered another fake incantation. And the crowd responded like a choir. Aze, Amin.